On with the countdown.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hi. Hi. Good morning.
How's everybody doing today, man? Did we turn? No, they didn't turn on. Channel points on. Channel points on. Channel points on. How y'all doing today? It's Monday. It's Monday. Again. I hope y'all had a great weekend. My weekend wasn't that bad, considering. I didn't post this on social media, on social media, but, okay, y'all can hear me. All right. Just making sure everything was, I was rushed this morning because I took some time to wake up. God, excuse me. I have something in my throat, guys. Pardon me. God, I gotta kick whatever that is out. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna get a little political here. Just a little bit. So the kid's birthday party was Saturday. Okay. And we had it at a retro arcade, like 80s arcade games and pinball machines and all that. Really a lot of fun. But Trump, that bloated orange buffoon, held a rally a few miles away, and the road getting to the arcade was blocked by the police and the Secret Service. They were everywhere, right? And here's the rub. It was less than an eighth of, you could see it from the roadblock. Right? So I'm trying to explain to the cop, and they're doing their job. They have no leeway in that. You know, they're taking their instructions from the Secret Service, and I get it, but they gave us if you go up, there was like a little vacant lot kind of thing. If you go up there, you can park there and you can walk over. So we had to do that.
That was crazy.
It all worked out in the end, but God, I wasn't nearly as upset as my wife was. Because she left early to set up, and then I was bringing all the kids. The parents dropped the kids off at our house, and I had a minivan full of children. And that's what I told the cop. I'm like, dude, I got a van full of 12-year-olds that want to play video games. You got to help me out, man. So it was a county police officer, and he was really cool about it. And, but I was about halfway there, and my wife called me, and she was in tears because she just didn't know what to do. She was beside herself. But it all worked out. She was able to park at the same place. They let her park there. Well, what was funny is they wouldn't let you drive like an eighth. I mean, if it was an eighth of a mile, it was just an eighth of it was within sight. It was yards, a couple of 100 yards, right? It was like maybe 2-3 football fields. If it was 3 football fields, it was barely 3 football fields. Like I said, you could see it. They wouldn't let us through, but they had no qualms with this crazy looking lady. I mean, because she was carrying a great big black garbage bag, a cooler, and all this other stuff. And walk. It's funny now. It was not funny then. But everybody was able to get there. It all worked out. And the party went off. It was wonderful. All the kids had a really good time because you go in and you pay, I think it's $15. Now we bought like a birthday package, and that paid for 10 people, but they gave us all wristbands. So you pay, and then you can play as many games as you can stay there until close. And none of the games take tokens or anything like that. You just go up and press start and play. You can play unlimited amount of games. And we got the birthday room for like 2 hours, but that we could have stayed all day if we, until they closed. So that, I mean, $15. If I remember correctly, when my my parents would, drop me off at an arcade when I was a kid, I had $15, maybe $20, maybe between 5 and 10, and that's all I had. And that in an arcade, it was 1 quarter at a time. It's not like today you buy points on a card and you swipe the card and the game's worth however many points they wanted to make, whatever they wanted to be. And when you're out of money, you're out of money. That's, we have Chuck E. Cheese. I'll never step foot in a Chuck E. Cheese again if I'm lucky. The boys don't like it. They don't like the food. It's too crowded. It smells like feet in there. It smells like mustard farts and feet. And at least the one here. And then we have 2 Dave and Buster's. Dave and Buster's is awesome because they have the arcade, right? They have the arcade. They have a actual real life grown up restaurant. They have a bowling alley, a small bowling alley. They've got the restaurants, the sports bar kind of thing. They have good food, all kinds of TVs, and a bar, so you can go get loaded if you. And then after a certain time, a certain time of the day, you have to be accompanied by an adult to be in there, which is really cool. And they have a couple of, retro arcades in the area, but they're all adults only because they serve, alcohol and stuff like that. It's no kids at all. And I haven't been to those, because there's one of them, you have to buy a membership. It's crazy. You have to pay like a lot of money to actually be able to go in and play. There's a few others, but they don't have they haven't been in business very long, and they haven't gotten good ratings. So, that's the thing. But, yeah, I really enjoy it. And the thing is, I play a few of the classics. I played Joust quite a bit. I played some Galaga. Those are my jam. They don't have like a crap ton of video games, but they have maybe 40 or 50 of them. And then they have a lot of pinball machines. And I now, as an adult, I enjoy pinball more than I ever did as a kid because I kind of sucked at it or whatever. But they have some really good modern they have some classics. They have ones like old pinball machines. And then they have some newer ones, like made in this century. So yeah, I played a lot of pinball. I have a Star Wars pinball machine there, and it's cool. It's cool. So yeah, that's what we did Saturday. Brought all the kids back here. They played in the backyard until their parents came to pick them up. My boys got their MetaQuest 3s for their birthday, so they're all into that. They're happy. They had a great birthday, and at the end of the day, that's all they just wanted to get to the arcade, right? So walking a little distance wasn't that big. They weren't affected. They don't, although my Cooper like yelled at, cause he was sitting up front with me and I said, we're going to have to walk a little ways. I said, I'm not sure yet. And then he yells out to everybody in the car, we've got to walk to the arcade because that stupid Trump is having a stupid rally. By the time the party was over, it was all clear. Everything, I don't even know what time he got there, but by the time the party was over, we were ready to leave. Some friends of ours took my wife up and they drove the cars back, the like 3 football fields. You could see where you could see the cars from the outside of the arcade, but they brought them back. So, we didn't have to walk all that stuff because I was worried about, because it's a busy road. When we crossed over going, the road was blocked off, so there was no cars. So I felt okay, but that's a busy road. Once everything, I was not comfortable leading 10 children and 2 of my own across a busy road like that, So, like, at the end of the day, it all worked out. Tomorrow is election day. The kids are out of school because they use, I don't know if they're using my kids' school as a voting place or not, but the whole county, they let the schools out because some of the schools are polling places. They use the gym or whatever. So they're out of school. But what's crazy to me, they're out of school, but Cooper still has wrestling practice. So it's not just a day off. He's got to go to wrestling practice. This week is going to be crazy. I'm going to do my best to stream tomorrow. I'm going to do my absolute best, but Cooper also has a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so I'll have to end the stream early to go to that, and then he's got wrestling practice Thursday. I think Thursday shouldn't be that bad because they're in school and all the stuff is happening after school. It's just tomorrow that's going to be a little crazy. So if for some reason I can't make it, I decide not to stream tomorrow, I'll probably stream Wednesday or Friday to make it up to everyone. I'll let you guys know. I'm trying to be better at that. I let y'all know today that I was going to be late. I needed that extra hour today. Oh my God, I needed that extra hour today. Because I don't just jump out of the bed and go, yay, the day is starting. I can't do that. I get up and I'm like, and I woke up with a headache. So I'm like, oh God. And literally, my brain isn't braining, at that time of morning. And I'm like, I'm not streaming today. I don't feel like it. But moving the start time to 11 does help me get some coffee in my system, a shower, a big cup of coffee and a shower works wonders. I am in a way better mood than I was this morning. I just need that extra time because school starts later than it did when they were in elementary school. So, yeah, I have less time now. I had a little bit more time when they were in elementary school, but now they're in in middle school. Wow, where'd you find that emoji? That's kind of cool. I think that would have been like one of those Halloween things that anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I like that. I like the animated emojis. They're cool. But yeah, just needing some more time in the morning. You would think 10 o'clock would be, no, it's not. Because I don't get back from dropping them off till like 8:30. And I need to be in the shower by 9:30 to be able to make the 10 o'clock start time. And and then, my wife you talk to an Army recruiter today. Oh God, don't join the Army, man. Don't do that. If you're going to join the military, man, join the Air Force or the Navy. Out of the two, I'd suggest the Air Force. Because they're not going to drop you in a war zone. I mean, unless that's your jam, man. But I've lost many a viewer. You want to be dropped in one? Oh man. I encourage military service. I served. I went in the Air Force when I got out of high school. I had goals. I had a vision. I was working towards something. So that's why I chose the Air Force. But I almost went in the Navy. When I got out of the Air Force, I almost enlisted in the Navy. I wanted to do subs. I wanted to be on a submarine. I wanted to be one of those guys. But I changed my mind. I wanted to do a lot of things when I got out. I wanted to be a police officer when I got out of the military. And then I found out how much cops make, and I made more in the military than the cops in my city made. And to be honest with you, yeah, I was home for my grandmother's funeral. I think that was, yeah. And I stayed an extra week. I was originally supposed to go for a week. I decided to take another week of leave and, wanted to spend some time with my family, wanted to hang out with my friends and everything. So one night, and I realize now that what I'm about to tell you is so illegal. It's not, maybe it wasn't then, but it is now. So me and my buddy were sitting in his car outside of my mom's house. We were just sitting in the car talking. That's all we were, just sitting there. And a cop drives by and stops and gets out. Makes us roll down the, he's now on private property. Okay. We weren't, in public, so to speak. Gets us out of the car, makes us show, ID and all that. And at the time he was not in the Air Force anymore. He got kicked out. I did not. He got kicked. My friend got kicked out. Anyway, you know how bad you have to fuck up to get kicked out of the military? You got to be a real fuck up. Anyway, and yeah, did all that. Nowadays, cops try to do that, but they can't. That's illegal for them to do that. They just can't. You're not committing a crime by sitting in a car. You can't, unless we were drinking or smoking something that was, illegal at the time and still mostly is. They unless he saw something like that, there's no reasonable suspicion. And I could have told him at the time to go pound sand up his ass, and I would have been well within my rights. I am not committing a crime. I don't have to show you shit. I didn't know that then. I gave, we weren't doing anything. A lot of people, well, if you're not doing anything, just the Army is the only military group that I can join with a 21 ASVAB score. Take it again. Can't you take it again? The Marines won't take you? I thought the Marines would take anybody for any reason. But you don't want to go in the Marines. I took it today and got a fucking 14. Jesus Christ, dude. You need a minimum of 31. Take it again. Find a study guide for it. I mean, I know I don't even remember what my ASVAB was, but, and not to brag, but I could have done anything in any branch of service. The Army is 21. They have a study program for it. Yeah, study it. Study, dude. Can you help? I'll pay. Nah. Do you know how long ago I took the ASVAB, dude? It is probably completely different. I mean, if I could help you, I would. I mean, it's an aptitude test. It's not a pass. Well, I guess it is kind of a pass fail. But yeah, dude. I would take it as many times as I could. And I'd keep taking it. No. But you still had to take medical, you had to get medical screenings during World War II because no shit, there were people that weren't healthy, they weren't fit for military service. And I think they referred to them as 4F. I think I could be wrong. I probably, anyway, they committed suicide. So, I mean, not all of, but some, they were that distraught over it. That's how different society was back then. Everybody was, they were responding to Pearl Harbor and, they thought it was their duty to do. People aren't like that anymore. I mean, I wanted to be in the military, but I had career goals in mind. I want to be in the INF. What's the INF? Now, I had friends, infantry. Okay. Now, I had friends that were dumber than a box of rocks. I'm not kidding you. And then I had friends that were probably smarter than me that got better scores on their ASVAB. And they went into the Army and did basic Army shit, Some of them, I see. When I went, while I was in the deserts, it was during, while I was in Desert Storm happened. If that, I'm aging myself. Desert Storm happened. So, and I wanted to go. Now I fixed computers, right? So, but I wanted to go, so I volunteered. There was a volunteer list for support personnel that if they needed additional support personnel, I was on the list to go. So I had to do chemical warfare training and all this other stuff. My sister and her husband at the time, they got to go to Turkey, Incirlik, Turkey, right? and they were what they called TDY, which was temporary duty. So when you are, it's different from being deployed. And my sister and her husband were in the Air Force too. They weren't deployed. I mean, because you get deployed, you know, like troops, you don't get paid. I mean, you get hazard pay, and I think you get, you know, war pay or something like that. Oh, while that break's going on, I'm gonna pop over and make me some more coffee. I'll be right back. Okay, yeah, we'll continue this conversation after. So, let me turn that down a bit. It's a little loud in my ear holes. I can't dance. Okay, not dance. I'm gonna finish the Desert Storm story, and then I got one other thing I want to talk about, and then we're gonna start playing New World. I've rediscovered New World, and I played it a lot over the weekend when I could, just doing some side quests and just acclimating. Okay, we're back. So if you're deployed, you don't get, so temporary duty, TDY, you get paid extra. You get paid a lot to be on TDY, especially in the Air Force. So they were there a couple of weeks before it actually started, and then like a month after it officially ended. Let's just say they had enough money that they bought their first house with cash. They paid for that fucker outright. That's how much money they had. I did not get to go. They didn't need additional support personnel. Hang on a second. Zero was denied. I wanted to go. Now that I have children, I would encourage military service, but there's no way my son Renly can go in the military because he's a type 1 diabetic. He can't go in the military, which is sad. I mean, that his choices out of school, I don't think he wants to. I mean, he's 12. So, I mean, I knew I was about 14, 15, and I knew I wanted to go into the Air Force because my brother did it. They changed a lot of medical stuff, so he can get accepted. Yeah, he probably could do. I mean, he wouldn't be able to, I mean, if he could get in, I would do Navy or Air Force. That's what I would encourage for him. And to learn a skill, I have a X myself on my medical. It says I might still be. I have a X myself on my medical arm. He says I still might be able to join. Now, see, when I was in high school and I turned 18, and I went to what I did what they called delayed enlistment. I was 18, but I hadn't graduated high school yet. So you do what they called a deferred enlistment. So I'm all set to go. I just have to graduate and then I can go. So at the time, my best friend, his father was in the Air Force, and he was, in charge of recruiting in that area. So when I went in, and I didn't name drop at first. Actually, I went into the Navy recruiter first, and all they wanted to talk to me about was go in the nuclear program. We have a great nuclear program. I wanted to do computers at the time. I didn't want to touch anything nuclear. Nuclear. There we go. Didn't want to. Now, hindsight being 2020, I would be making fucking bank now as a nuclear engineer. Hang on. All right. I'd be making bank. I wanted to, but all they would talk about, they'd steer me away from computers and kept on about the nuclear program. And I wanted no part of it. So I told the guy, like, look, I want computers. I want to work on computers. That's what, that's what I do. That's what I want to do. Pizza abuse. When you're ready to talk to me about computers, I'm going to be, because all 4 branches of the military were in one building. All the recruiting stuff was in one building. So I'll be across the hall in the talking to the Air Force recruiter. So now, getting back to what they start asking you all these questions. Have you ever had any kind of injury? Well, I broke my leg when I was younger, and I said, I broke my leg. He goes, don't tell him that. You never broke your leg. And I'm like, why? He goes, do you want to be in the Air Force? I'm like, yeah. He goes, then don't tell him you have a broken leg. The recruiters tell you to lie, because they get bonuses for everyone they sign up. And then I'm like, I think I know your boss. And he looks at me kind of strange. He's like, you do? I said, yeah, I go to school with Master Sergeant Rowan's son, and he's a really good friend of mine. Oh, the attitude changed once I told him that I'm friends with your boss. But they encourage you to lie about everything. If you've ever smoked pot, don't tell them. I don't know if it's probably not that big a deal. I told my recruiter about my attempt, and he said, don't tell MEPS about it. Yeah, exactly. Don't tell MEPS. Now, here's the thing. They tell you to either lie or don't tell people. Don't tell MEPS, right? Now, if you go into any field, job that requires a security clearance, do not lie. Do not lie. Tell the truth. Any drug use, all of that shit. Because when you apply for a security clearance, now I had a top secret security clearance. There was only 2 levels above that were higher than the security clearance that I had. Not that I worked with classified stuff, but I worked around classified stuff. Do I need security? I don't know. I honestly don't know. If I had to guess off the top of my head, I'd say no, but you never know. You might, they might pull you out and, and you're going to be in, you're going to work for intelligence or whatever. I don't know. The military has changed so much since I was in. Okay. So you can't really take a lot of what I say to the bank because things have changed. But anyway, so when you apply for a security clearance, they want every school you went to since elementary, every school as many teachers as you can remember. They want character witnesses. You have to draw maps to where they fucking live. All of this stuff. Okay. And they go and they talk to these people. They really do talk to every teacher you ever had. They go to the school, like high school, they talk to every teacher I had. From elementary school through junior high to high school, they talk to every teacher they could find. I mean, because some have probably retired. I know I went to 2 different elementary schools because the school system in the city I lived in was kind of fucked up. It was no longer a school. It was like the district offices, but they went and they talked like, in fact, the 2 elementary schools that I went to are no longer, they're still there, but they're not schools, which is kind of weird. But my junior high and my high school are still there. Yeah, they talk to them. They talk to your character witnesses. They talk to your friends. Then you have to go in for a polygraph test. They put you on a lie detector and they ask you all kinds of shit. Now I knew the only thing I lied about on my enlistment was that I had a broken leg, because that was really the only thing that ever happened to me. I had no brushes with the law, nothing. So the only thing I lied about, I never did drugs, because I knew doing any kind of drugs would be an obstacle to what I wanted to do. So I steered clear of all that shit. And my friends did too. We weren't, we were a bunch of nerds. We weren't doing drugs or anything. Excuse me. Still got the crap stuck in my throat. So yeah, it didn't, but I was terrified that they were going to kick me out of the Air Force for having a broken leg, for lying about it. Cause I know like friends of mine that roommates and stuff that, lied about all kinds of shit. They lied about, smoking marijuana or whatever and all this. And they got through it. They didn't get kicked out. But at the time, I was terrified, right? So I go in, right? And, they put the thing on me and it starts going fucking crazy. I'm so worked up. What's your name? And I gave him my name and it's, lie. He's lying. They took everything off and they said, look, kid, there was it wasn't quite an airman's club, but it was like a little thing like next door. He said, go over there, have a beer and calm down. When you finish he's like, take 30 minutes and go over and have a beer, just one, and calm down. Then come back and we'll get started again. He goes, I know. Yeah. He's like, I know you have lied about something on your enlistment papers and you're terrified you're going to get in trouble for it. He's, trust me, you probably aren't. Whatever it is not as big a deal as you think it is. Go relax, calm down, and come back. So I went next door and I sat there and I ordered a beer. A couple of friends of mine came in, sat there. We talked for a little while. I was calm. I went back over. They put everything back on me. I was still nervous, but I wasn't like, they did it. They asked me. They first ask you a bunch of like what they call control questions. What's your name? were you born in the United States, stuff like this, and all of that. So I guess it's to establish a baseline. And then they start, have you ever done drugs? No. Have you ever done this? Have you ever done that? Have you ever taken money from a foreign national? Just all kinds of shit. And I was like, at the time, I'm like, what's a foreign national? And did you lie on your enlistment papers? And I said, yes. What was the lie that I said? I had a broken leg when I was a younger teen. He was like, okay. And that was it, right? I got my security clearance. So, and then another thing about having a security clearance like that, they get nervous if you have financial issues. Because if you're having financial issues, you are a security risk. Somebody come and offer you some money just to like take a couple of pictures or tell them what you saw or something like that. It may seem innocent to you, but you're committing espionage and, all of that. And then you end up in Leavenworth for the rest of it. So they get nervous about that. And yes, that's a big felony. It's called treason. You committed treason. When you steal classified documents and put them in your bathroom and then tell other agents from other countries about, you want the highest one. Well, you won't get the highest clearance. You want to work at the Pentagon. I hope you're being funny. The highest form of clearance. You won't get that. The highest is for like, ranking officers and high-ranking politicians and things of that nature. You will only get, and like I said, it wasn't because I worked with classified material. I worked around classified material, and it was to, in case I saw something. Did I ever see anything? Not that I'm aware of. The one thing that I did know, you could. You want to know the best way to work. Yeah, I imagine you have to have a security clearance to work at the Pentagon. You want to work in high up military shit? Learn how to speak and translate Russian. Learn how to speak and translate Russian. Oh my God. If you can speak fluent Russian and you can translate, yeah. Knowing Russian, just about any foreign language will give you a leg up. But Russian is the big one. I would think Korean would be another. But Russian, they have a hard on for people that can speak Russian. No shit. Because they would want, what they would do with you, you probably wouldn't make any more money than, and that's the thing about the military, right? Because it works on a rank system. Everybody in that rank gets paid the same amount of money. So you might be in a foreign country getting your ass shot at while somebody is back in the United States at a nice safe base flipping hamburgers, at the dining hall making the same amount of money as you do. With, you know, you would probably get like hazard pay or something like that, but it's not much. So you have to wrap your mind around that. That you're getting paid to get the same amount to get shot at that I would get paid to sit and work on computers. You've always wanted infantry. I didn't like guns back then. I still don't really like them. I did not want to have to carry one, which I ended up having to do at some point. I did. You want to be the new Chris Kyle. That's why you want to join the Navy. If you want to be a Navy SEAL, you have to. I had a nephew that was a Navy SEAL. You have to join the Navy to do that. To be a Navy SEAL, you have to be in the Navy. Yes, Navy SEAL training is very hard. And see, here's the thing. Now, my sister and her husband might have known he was in SEAL school, but it was never like told, you know. When he joined the Navy and, you know, he came home and everything, you know, what do you do? He said, I do underwater demolition. That was cool enough for me. I didn't know he was a SEAL until years later. But he made the Navy SEALs, and I wish I'd have known that. I guess he's still alive. But my sister and her husband, they divorced, and my sister's passed away, and her husband's probably passed away by now. He remained close to the family, but you know, I want to be so dangerous in the military that they got to blur my face in pictures. Yeah. You can still do shit like that. I know certain Air Force jobs. Here's the thing, okay? This is my take on military service. I mean, everybody serves in their own capacity, right? You do what, you know, you do whatever. You want to do infantry or whatever. Okay. So my take is don't do something in the military that doesn't have a civilian equivalent. If you go into the infantry, okay, say you do your 4 years, say you do 8 years, you do your time, you decide to get out. You can't be an infantryman as a civilian. The best you can do is, you know, private security, depending on how good, or police work. That's about the only thing you can do with infantry training. You're going to keep re-enlisting until they make you stop. Yeah, yeah. And then you can retire at 40. You can do your 20 years and then retire. So you get military retirement, and then you can go work another career because you're still old enough, you know, still young enough to get another job. And, you know, I know lots of people that did that. I wish I would have done that, but, you know, circumstances, whatever. Can't unring a bell. Ding, 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 ding. Anyway, so yeah, my brother told me the same thing, when he was in. Find a job that you can make money in the civilian world. Now, at the time, the job to have was medical equipment technician. All those fancy machines and stuff that they roll in and all that, learn how to fix that. Because that shit ain't never going away. Jobs that you might be able to do in the military, you probably can, but there's also a civilian equivalent, and you also don't have to join the military in order to do this. I want to make my own private security company where I hire ex-military people. That's pretty cool. Cybersecurity. That's another field that you don't have. Now, if you wanted to join the military so they can pay your way through college, if you enlist and you get in, sign up for the GI Bill. Do not let that pass you by. I did, and I regret it. They take a little bit of money out of your pay for 2 years. 2 years. But it will pay, they will pay you to go to school. I can change this up. I'm not good with laptops like that. You have to, it's all software and stuff. And you can learn. I'm just saying, cybersecurity. If you want to get into computers, cybersecurity is the way to go, because that's never going away. Programmers, the languages change over time. Hardware, like I did, they make hardware now that it's just throw away. There's nothing to fucking fix anymore, because they make everything so flimsy and cheap that if it breaks, you're better off just throwing it away. Yeah, you told me about the gaming laptop. Would I be able? Yeah, I can probably help you with that. Hell, I've been doing it long enough. Yeah. Yeah. So, that's my advice. Everybody you want to be in the infantry and all that. And that's cool. If that's what you want to do, I'm not going to try and talk you out of it. But, sometimes you need to think a couple of decades ahead. I didn't think quite far enough. Yeah. It is scary. It's very scary. Even if all you're going to do is be, sitting around pushing buttons, basic training, man, is scary. Yeah, I was in the same boat. I knew when I was about 14, 15, when my brother came back from Thailand, he was in Thailand not Thailand, the Philippines. He was in Thailand, but he also was in the Philippines. He spent like 12 years in the Philippines, and with my mental health stuff, I'm scared I won't get in. That's the part. When my brother came back from the Philippines and he was around more, and I idolized my older brother. He was a father figure to me when I really needed one. He was that stable male authority figure in my life. And I wanted to be, I want to be in the Air Force. I want to be, like my brother. I didn't want to do what he did. I wanted to get in the computer, but the same thing. The Air Force, I can't say the same about the Navy because I don't know, but the Air Force is more like a civilian 9-to-5 job. Depending on, if you want to do like security police, being a military cop is just like being a civilian cop. Same kind of shit, same kind of training and all that. Shift work, all that other stuff. I don't have a Navy recruiter near me. I would travel to one. It's the thing about the Navy, well, the military in general, but the Navy especially, if you are on a ship, if you get assigned to any kind of ship, carrier, whatever, carrier works the best, from what I hear. I knew, I had a friend of mine from high school that served on, God, I can't remember what carrier he was on, but he said it was awesome. You get to see the world in the Navy. You get to go everywhere in the Navy if you are assigned to sea duty. My wife's uncle, he enlisted and then went to officer training school and became an officer, and he retired a commander, which is a lieutenant colonel in the Army and Air Force. And I think the same in the Marines. The enlisted ranks in the Marines and the Navy are really weird. I've never understood them. But and then see, I was too much of a mama's boy. I didn't want to go overseas. I put in for every stateside assignment that I could, any base that was stateside, closest to home, the better. And that was a really stupid thing to do. I turned down assignments to Australia and South Korea and Guam. Guam, I was probably justified in refusing that assignment, but I should have gone to Australia. I didn't really want to go to Korea. It would have probably been cool, but I really didn't want to go to Korea. I should have gone to Australia, however, because when I refused that assignment, somebody else in my shop got it, went. He got to, it was a accompanied short tour, which are like unicorns. An unaccompanied short tour means you cannot take your family, and it's a shorter assignment. But it was an accompanied short tour, so he got to take his family with him. I was married at the time. And she goes, I didn't want to leave mom and daddy. I should have said, see ya. Should have gotten on that fucking plane and flown to Australia, because he said it was cool. He didn't have to wear a uniform to work. He didn't have to wear his uniform a day that he was there. That's the thing. You have to wear your uniform. Now, luckily, I could wear my my BDUs every day in my job. I didn't have to wear blues all that much, which was fine with me because they were uncomfortable as fuck. So I got to wear, the utility uniform. See, I was, up until the late 80s, Air Force utility uniforms were flat green. They were just one color green. I was one of the last group of recruits that got assigned those green fatigues, those flat green fatigues, and they were so goddamn comfortable. They really were. Then they switched while I was in basic training to the camouflage BDUs that you used to see back then. They're different now. Now you have that digital grayish green stuff. Yeah, they changed the uniforms while I was in, but I didn't have to buy new uniforms, thank Christ, because they issue you everything in basic training. You get your dress blues, your BDUs, socks, underwear, t-shirts, all that shit, boots, shoes, all of that. But, and you do get a clothing allowance once a year, so when they finally phased out the green fatigues, I had to go and buy the camouflage BDUs. I had to pay for them myself, and they weren't cheap because you have to, I mean, you couldn't, no, actually you could, because I got like a brown t-shirt. You got white t-shirts and you got brown t-shirts. You could wear the brown t-shirts with the BDUs. You could either wear brown or black. So I wore the brown ones. I still had some of those brown t-shirts up until maybe 10 years ago when I finally said, I'm not wearing these fucking things anymore. First thing I did when I got out of the military is I went down to a pawn shop and sold my own uniform, sold my uniforms, which I shouldn't have done. Because when you do, I don't know what it's like now, but when you do a 4-year enlistment, you're actually signing up for 8 years. 4 years active, 4 years inactive. And that means that during that 4 years of inactive service, they can call you back in for any reason whatsoever. Let's say a war, or they need somebody, we need somebody to work on this old equipment, and you're the only one available, so you're being recalled. But I'd have been in a world of shit because I had to go and buy completely new uniforms. But yeah, all boots. No, I kept my boots, and then because the boots were comfortable. I got the standard issue boots were okay, but I got what they call jump boots. And those fuckers were comfortable. They're wide at the feet. You will probably be assigned something like that in the military, especially if you do any kind. If you join an airborne unit, if you're airborne infantry and you have to, which a lot of, you go into infantry, you're probably going to be airborne. You have to go to jump school and all that. Yeah. And they're made for that. So when you hit the, that kind of thing, it cushions your feet a little better, and they were comfortable. I probably gave them away when we moved the last time, simply because I was never going to wear them. But my jump boots at the time hadn't been worn very much. My standard issue ones did, and I wore, and the jump boots were also steel toed. The regular boots weren't. Anyway. Yeah. So I've talked way longer than I wanted to talk. A little military history. I'm an authority on everything. We're going to jump into New World. Boom. There we go. I need to close that. Closing down everything that's going to might drag the game. That's pretty much everything. Okay. Yeah, you shall respect my authority. But I tell you one thing, basic training will be a fucking eye-opener for you. When you get in and they shave your head, if you have any like moles or some shit on your head anywhere, you better tell them. Because there's no guard on them clippers, and they just but it really hits home for you that night after your haircut, what they call a day one haircut. and you lay that bald head down on that cold pillow the first time, that's when you know you're not in Kansas anymore. You're not in Kansas anymore. I'm gonna kill the background music. There we go. All I can tell you, if you want to go to war, stick with the Army. Marine Corps boot camp. Number one, I think there's only Air Force, there's only one place, and you go to San Antonio, Texas, to Lackland Air Force Base. Army, they have basic training all over the place, and it's just depending on, you know, I guess where you live when you enlisted or whatever. The Marine Corps have two, I believe. One's in California, and the other one is in South Carolina. Do yourself a favor, enlist, so when you go through basic training, you're not doing it in the summertime. Because if they stick you somewhere in the South, I know in Columbia, South Carolina, at Fort Jackson, that's where they do basic training there. It's hot as balls in the summertime. If you like the heat, fine. If you don't like the heat, make sure you enlist where you go in the wintertime. I went in it was mid-August, and went to Texas. Now, they probably don't do this in the Army, but they did it in the Air Force. If it was over a certain, temperature, they limited outdoor activity. So any PT or stuff like that was done in the morning. And I'm not talking 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm talking 5 o'clock in the morning. You better get used to that shit too. You're in bed by 9, 10 at the latest, I think, and you're up at 5. Sometimes even earlier. Just saying. All right, we are back in the new world. This game does not get the amount of love it deserves. I love this game. I love the world, the mechanics of it and everything. I love this game. I really do. Now my character looks a little different because I have a Halloween costume on. Okay, so what I've been doing the past couple of days, let me scoot the chair up and I'm going to bring it back. There we go. You don't have to interact with other players if you don't want to. I just like the, and plus it's it's beautiful. And unlike a lot of other RPGs that I want to play, this runs stable on stream. Throne and Liberty, I could not play it. It just would not stream. And it's probably limitations around. And this game is a little older. But I've played it from the beginning. I resisted getting the DLC, because you had to fucking pay for it. I'm looking for the smelter. I just like this. I mean, plus I played it for so long, it's comfortable to me. Is this the smelter? Yes. Smelt it. Smelt it. Whoever smelt it, dealt it. Oh, I don't have all mine. Yeah, I don't have anything in me. But it finally, after years, went on sale and I bought it, which lets you progress You get paid in 12 hours. Sweet. The DLC lets you progress past level 60. And you can get horses and stuff now. So right now I have a battle wolf that I ride. And he is kick-ass. Unfortunately, you don't fight with them. No, I wouldn't think so. I mean, not everybody knows what they want to do early on. You know, it's not uncommon, especially, and I hate to say this, with your generation. It's more common, but I don't think there's, if I never find out what I want to do. I think eventually you will.
Got us some snails and clams, have you? Pretty ones too. Grand work all around. Feels great being out on the water, yeah? Ah, yes. I've always loved the shore life. So romantic.
Maybe a full-time streamer.
Much as Perenel's story is.
Let me tell you
You
about
can
that.
read it in that bottle over there. I even wrote it myself. But we mustn't get distracted. Your test.
I wouldn't count on it.
I need to be assured you can work well with others and prod things when things
I would
need
love
prodding.
to be able to make enough money to,
Something like that. Go
I
find
wouldn't say
Urashima.
support my
He's
family,
the
but you
other
know what I'm
squire.
saying.
A hot shot by his own estimation, but a bit of a laze in my opinion. You learned something though.
So I have to do... Oh. Jesus Christ, another. You can fish and you can cook, you can do all kinds of things. I'm not saying you wouldn't make it as a full-time streamer, but I tell you, it's a lot harder than what it seems. Even, you know, it requires a lot of work. And just pressing go live, it's a lot harder because you have to make content on other platforms. And I know for a fact that's one area I need to be more diligent with. So if you're one of those people that have the time, you could do it. But I'll tell you, you need to have a niche. I think that's what has stopped me as much, is I'm not niche enough. And I also did not take proper advantage of COVID. I should have worked like super duper hard during COVID to grow more. Instead, I squandered the opportunity. And I took the long break in between, and it cost me dearly. Community-wise, I'm doing a little better. Holy shit. I'm glad I didn't try to ride my wolf down through this bullshit. So you get out of it what you put into it. But it's a hustle. It's a daily hustle. And if you think, oh, well, I'll just stream 12 hours every day. No, it's not. And I mean, it's been known to happen. I know a couple of streamers that just went, just got insanely popular, like overnight, streaming long hours. But this guy does, the one guy I'm talking about, Pirate Software, he does a lot of other shit besides just that. He's a game developer. So he's got his own video game that he works on. He's got a large, I mean, he is a brilliant hacker. I mean, the guy's just kind of awesome. He's like a, oh shit, I can't use that yet. He's a real Renaissance man. And he kind of blew up on Twitch overnight. He streams 12 hours a day. Not every day. He takes days off, but when he streams for 12 hours. I can't even imagine that. I used to stream a lot more before the kids were in school. Yeah, I would stream, 6-8 hours at a time. But if you're streaming that long every day, now I didn't do it every day. I was just, I knew that I didn't, that burnout was a thing. If you're streaming that long every day and you're not growing, you're streaming too much. They're coming after me. Here they come. Oh, this is gonna be easy. Ha, 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 ha. Yeah, level 13, those suck. Come here, bitch. Two hits. I hit you, you hit the ground. Yeah. I mean, that's this kind of thing. It's not for everybody. I'm not even saying it's for me. I haven't worked. I mean, I really thought, and I'm not bullshitting, I really thought, oh, I'm a pretty entertaining guy. I can do that. It's a lot harder than you think. Getting some berries. I'm on a fishing quest, and these fishing quests, man, they have you go all over the goddamn map. Yep, there he is. Like I said, the fishing quests, man, take you out all over the goddamn place. Most quests, they'll keep you in a general area.
In life, you're either the fish or the worm, or the person eating the fish, or the, wait, what was I talking about? Wait, who are you? Don't tell me Khadija sent you. I can't keep up with these orders without a break, or multiple breaks. It's like the fish want to be caught. There's no end to it. Really, if I had another pair of hands and another fishing pole, I might finish my quota, and then I could finally sleep. How many days has it been?
Yep.
Wait, who are you? So she hasn't given up then. Can't tell if I'm elated or disappointed.
No, I'm
but that's
Adam.
good. That's actually truly good news after all those recent episodes she had. Friend, hear me. Just because you'll be on Aeternum forever doesn't mean you have to spend all your time fishing. That's how it starts. You offered to help, though. Hotspots are wherever rare fish are jumping out of the water.
Yep.
If you have special bait from Khadija, let's use it.
Hotspot. Over here. Wait a minute. Is this? Need that. Windsward. Let's see. Do I want a gathering speed, stations, crafting fee, or territory standing? I'm going to go with gather speed. What I've been doing has been going around to all the areas I've been to in the past and finishing off all the little side missions. This is fresh water. Bait. You can fish with no bait, but don't. Cast, miss the water. Get out of the fucking way, dude. Oh, I missed. I mean, this is a hot spot, but it's not like overly active. Let's see if this will count. Nope. Nope. I'm gonna have to go to that other one. Or get further away from this one. Cast into it. That's what I think I'm gonna do. Yeah, too far. I'm not getting it into the actual hotspot. So I'm going to go across the bay there to the other one. But honestly, I'm using freshwater bait. And I think this is saltwater. I switch my bait when I'll switch the bait to a different bait, to a master bait. Ha ha ha. See where this shit can't get up there. Damn. Now when I first started playing this, you couldn't swim. If you walked into the water and it was too deep, you just sank right to the fucking bottom. And you had, and you could walk across, but if you were underwater, naturally, you were holding your breath, and if it took too long, you died. I don't want to fight. Well, you know what? They're only level 14. Like 2 hits and they're dead. Or in this case, 1. The hot spot over there. Let's go take this guy out. Let's go take him out. Oh, oh, oh. Yep, there's the hot spot. You can see the fish jumping out the water. Niedermeyer. Yeah. Okay, so then I can come over here maybe. Change the bait to saltwater. Saltwater bait. There we go. From active hotspots. When the fish are jumping out the water, it's an active hotspot, I believe. Yeah, there we go. I caught a small stingray. And then you can take these fish and shove them up your butt. No, you don't do that. You can salvage them for food or for materials. Some fish you get food out of, some fish you get like materials out of. Sometimes you catch items like treasure chests and stuff like that. That's a large snapper. Snap, snap. Snap, snap. Oh, almost lost him. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one. He's fighting too. Oh, but I'm gonna catch your ass. A large cod. Okay, so now I got to run all the way back around. No, I don't. I can swim to him this time. I just couldn't swim over there. Doo, 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 doo. Please let this be the end.
Not a bad haul, I admit. Only a fraction of what I needed. Huh. I pace myself for sanity's sake. Unlike Perenelle, who won't take a break to save her life. That's because she believes those stories about this magic giant bass or whatever. I think all that sitting in the rain and sun has gone to her head.
On the other side
That
of the freaking
said,
map.
there's something strangely compelling about the tale. I wrote down some thoughts on it once. Waiting for fish to bite, of course. You can read it if you want. I'm thinking if I can sleep with one eye open, maybe I can fish at the same time as resting. Then I can finish the order on time. Ah, but what if I dream of fish? Ambitious, aren't you?
That's
But
me.
you do have a knack for this. Yes. Help me get this done and I will sing your praises to Perenelle. Not trying to dump my work, but I must...
Okay. Yeah, I read that already. So what's the deal? Catch fish anywhere. Sweet. I can do that right here. Just walk out in the water a little bit. Put some bait. Catch 15 fish out here. That'll work. But I bet you anything that once I catch my 15 fish, I'll have to run 3, 4, 5 miles to the other side of the damn map. Fishing is also, I mean, if you're tired of like running around and doing quests and stuff, you can fish, get some food, get some experience, and, you know, like take a break without being completely inactive in the game. So fishing in this game is kind of relaxing. I used to like fish. I loved fishing in Minecraft too. Minecraft fishing is fun. See, if that little green and red thing that's going like this, if that's the tension on the line, and if it breaks, you lose the fish. If it gets you can catch fish without bait, and you can really use any bait that you have. But, you know, certain baits work better in different, you know, different water, fresh or salt, and you catch different fish. But right now, all I care about is just fish. Fish. Oop, almost missed that one. And then you get experience in fishing. Everything you do in this game, you know, when I was mining for stuff, all of that you get experience for. And for like you get mining experience. So there's some things out there that I don't have the right amount of experience. Oop, see, and the line broke. Just like that. That was probably something really good. I was running my mouth and not paying attention. See how it widens out, turns orange, and then you have to, best to keep it in the green. Flounder. You ever seen a flounder in real life? Like what a flounder looks like? Most people, if you've ever seen a flounder before, you probably wouldn't be so keen to eat it. They are the ugliest damn fish, and their eyes are on the sides of their body. They're really freaky looking. But they's good eating. I'd much rather fish in a video game than in real life. I hate fish in real life. Fishing is so damn boring. Small salmon. Salmon. Few more. Medium. Snap, snap. Snapper. Six more to go. And unlike a lot of RPGs, you don't have to sleep in this game. You can run day after day after day with no rest. None whatsoever. A medium halibut. Almost 29 pounds. That's a medium. That's a medium-sized fish. He's a fighter. This one's fighting. Let's give it a large snapper. And then as you gain experience and you level up and all that, you know, you can catch different things, mine, gather, all kinds of stuff. Just about all the animals you can interact with, you can kill them. Sometimes they attack you and you end up having to kill them. Then you can skin them, use their meat, stuff like that. And you get experience for all that. So this game is very, very interactive. I like I said, I've been playing this game for years. I love this world. And it has only gotten better over time. You know, they've changed a little. Like I said earlier, you know, you used to not be able to swim. You just sink to the bottom and you have to walk across. And if you didn't make it in time, you drown. But one of the things I like about this, if you die, you don't lose anything. You know, a lot of games you lose like half your shit and you have to go back for it, or, you know, something like that. That doesn't happen in this game. And I like that a lot. I mean, there's consequences. I mean, when you die, you abandon whatever quest you're on, and you have to go start it over, and it sends you back to the last place you like when you go to town, you can you can register at the inn. So if you die, you go back to that town. If not, it just puts you, you know, that away.
Aha!
No.
So glad you came back. And look at those fish. But that's not as important now. Something happened with Perenelle. She's gone mad.
What happened?
She stopped talking and eating. She'll do nothing but fish. I think you inspired her, and while that's a great thing, it also aggravated her condition. Stubborn old fisher. Why won't she rest? The fish aren't going anywhere. It's like she wants to suffer, and I have no idea why. Yes,
I'll go
please
knock
do.
some sense into her.
Without Perenelle, I don't know what, but that's the problem. This could make her fall lost. You go and convince her to rest.
Sure thing. Like a mile and a half. So. Oh. Gather, gather, gather. You can stay on the roads. Why? It can be cross country shit. I will be glad when it's all over. I'm sick. I'm tired of the emails. I'm tired of the commercials on TV. I just want him to go away. See, like this thing over here, I can't harvest this yet because I don't have enough experience. Where'd my little girl go? You're running in 4 years. For what? President? You have to be 35 to run for president. You have to be 35. You found a loophole? You can be vice president. You pregnant too? No time for you bastard skeletons.
Pregnant too.
Oh shit. Shit. Well, I'll tell you, no, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna keep that opinion to myself. There we go. This is what this game needed at the beginning.
Nice to see a friendly face, even if I have sad news. The order of the seekers of the questing bass might be dissolved once and for all. Peronel completely lost it. Catches fish after fish, beautiful fish, and then throws them back. She won't eat or barely even talk to me. Be my
Let
guest.
me try. I'll get
But
that
words
bitch
won't
in line.
work. Her wound, it never heals, you know? Gets worse and worse. She tries to hide how bad it is, but I can tell. People can only tolerate so much pain. And after this many centuries, she is finally reaching her limit. I fear she is on the verge of becoming lost. I don't know. The only thing I can think of is to fish. You, me, or Ashima. If we fish as madly as she does, then maybe she'll take notice. So yes, you are right. We can do something. And it's something we all know and love. Let's do it. Go for the big fish, as many as you can reel in.
Okay. Catch as many. Well, no. 8 inches or bigger. Wow. Excuse me. All right, this is definitely. Yeah, this is definitely fresh water. I thought so. So, what can we do? What do you think it is we're going to do? We can start doing Minecraft Mondays. I used to do Minecraft Mondays. Here's the thing, though, that I have noticed. A lot of variety streamers, they play one game until they finish it. You know what I'm saying? Which, you know, like World of Warcraft is one you never really finish, but that's one. Like, let's say Elden Ring. They play that until it's done. And then they'll go on and they'll play, you know, the next popular game. And then you just have your Minecraft streamers. You know, and I do that. I will play a game until I get tired of it, or, you know, get to some kind of reasonable conclusion, and then I'll move on. I try to play games that I will have fun at. I've always been that way, because if I'm playing a game and I'm not enjoying that game, it's real easy to see. You know, but I'm not having fun. You know, and, you know, it might happen with this game that, you know, I run into something that's just hard and I get frustrated with it and I quit. But I will get bored with this game eventually, and then I'll switch to something else. It might be Minecraft. I haven't played Minecraft in a long time. A very long time. And I had a nice little world going where I was building a whole, like, a world, a medieval type world. I'd like to get back to that. But keeping all the mods and all that stuff current can be a huge hassle. And I think that's why I get frustrated with Minecraft. Because there's been at least one update since I played it last. You know, so they always add in a bunch of new shit. On top of the fact that when Microsoft bought it, really wasn't the best thing to happen to it. What about well, I've thought about doing there's a I mean, there's several mods. Well, no, there's dozens of mods out there. I just don't know which mod I would do, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's a Star Trek mod that might be cool. You know, there's all kinds of different mods and stuff like that. There's a Game of Thrones mod, because that's what I like, the medieval part of it. I try to build all my stuff, you know, medieval looking, and not so much fantasy, you know. The cutesy, artsy, fartsy little things. I try to not do that. Like, let's build a mushroom house. No. We're gonna build a mushroom house in a forest of cherry blossoms. No. No. And you want to know, I've never fought the Ender Dragon. I have never completed Minecraft. And I've played for years. Because all I'm concerned with is building. I could care less about the Ender Dragon and all that. See, I used to have a server, you know, a Mojang server, you know, that you can only have 10 people in, you know, and the boys would come in and they'd invite a few of their friends, and then they would just go ham, and they'd fight the Ender Dragon, and they'd do all this other shit, you know, and I'm just building a house, you know what I'm saying? I'm building a village or something like that. So when I play with them, we may be on the same server, but I go like miles from where they are. they don't do it so much anymore, but when they were younger, they would just come in and, you know, build shit just for the sake of building shit. And I didn't want their stuff to overlap in mine, because there's a rhyme and a reason for everything that, you know, where I place the stuff, what I, you know, what I'm building, all that. There's method to it. But I haven't played with them in a while. They just do their own thing. They don't play Minecraft much anymore. Every once in a while they'll play some modded stuff, but I'll get back into Minecraft. The thing about it is my memory is so fucked. I like with this game, it's been, I mean, it hasn't been too but I like do a brain dump. And basically what I've been doing with this is just learning the game again. You know, you have the, you know, the basics, you know, running, moving, you know, stuff like that. It's always the same. But like the little ins and outs, like fishing. It took me a while to figure out that you have to press F3 to start fishing, you know, and I'm just relearning the game and becoming accustomed to the world again. And it'll be just like that in Minecraft. I start out very, very slow and deliberate. I'm a hoarder. You know, I collect everything. You know, you know, everything's going to be of use at some point. But I also like playing in creative mode, so I don't have to worry about all that shit. So if I'm world building, it's all in creative mode. I turn the monsters off and all that, because I'll be damned if I'm going to spend like 2 hours building a castle or some shit, or days even, to have a creeper come in and blow the shit up. There's, oh, see, you want to see somebody rage quit something? Oh, you don't count, you're tiny. But I'd like to play, you know, games that I like to play. Usually people say, oh, play this. I look, if I hadn't heard of it before, I'll go and look it up. If it looks fun, yeah, maybe. Like, okay, the other day I just bought No Man's Sky. I've been wanting that game forever. Now I have it. So, I'm going to play No Man's Sky at some point. I have so many games that I have never played. A lot of free ones. Quite a few games that I bought and never played. I mean, because the Twitch audience is really kind of fickle. A lot of them, you know, they just won't hang out because of the game. I mean, it is because of the game you're playing. But, like for instance, when I was playing Minecraft, you know, you guys, you know, I like to talk before I play. You know, I like to talk about things and then I'll play the game. People would hang around while I'm talking, and then when that was done, I'd start Minecraft and they'd all leave. I mean, so what are you gonna do in situations like that? Well, no, I usually, well, here lately I'll talk an entire stream. Especially if there's someone here to talk to. But I've been known to just, like 4 or 5 hours, just run my mouth to nobody. Oh, I need another 20-incher. There's something crossing the river over there. It's another player. It's got to be. Nothing else will swim like that.
Here's another
There
idea
we
that's
go.
going to be very controversial. You could shut the fuck up.
I could, yeah. I could shut the fuck up. Oops. F3, there we go.
You did it! I've been trying to catch some myself, but they were all so small and pathetic looking. I hate to say, but I was losing heart. Oh, my, yes! They are quite gorgeous. Perenelle would be so proud to see how far you've come.
But and let me tell you that,
With this
you know,
fish, our plan has the best
hang on,
chance
we'll
of success.
get through this.
I can't know how she'll respond in her state, but I can hope.
But I'm not giving up.
Nor I. When I came to Aeternum, everyone seemed self-interested and uncaring, but the captain always treated me right. Out by the sea, her favorite fishing spot. Do hurry! She was barely sitting upright last time I went out there. Show her your catch and say a prayer.
Three freaking miles. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I am not gonna run 3 miles. It looks like we're in an ad break. Yeah, we are. Oh, that's not a... There it is. There's a shrine somewhere near here. Oh, he's gathering that. That's fine. So anyway, I'm going back to all the different areas I've been to, and I'm hitting all the side quests that I might have missed before. That's what I've been doing the past couple of days. Whatever this is, I want it. River quest. Okay, so let's find a spot near over by the sea. Yep, there she is. So we're gonna go this way. We're gonna fast travel because walking is for suckers. I need to put a notice that pops up in chat when the break is over. I mean, I see it, but a lot of times if I'm playing a game, I'm not always paying attention to it. Here we go. Go this way. Go this way. Which is not far. Good. Anyway, so I'm trying to, try to get all the side quests from when. Is that a special room? Nope, can't do that. Need to cut down a bunch more trees. Let's see. My trade skills, logging. Where's logging? 127, and it said I needed, what, 150 to do that? Yeah, 150. Yes, I got a ways to go. I don't know about that yet. And see, then I'll spend days cutting every tree I can find down to get my logging score up. Because something that I want to build or something that I have to make, I have to have, some weird substance that only grows in one area of the map. And since they did this big update, let me show you. That's like the whole island. These areas you couldn't get to until you reached a certain level, and you only could see Eden Grove, Shattered Mountain. I hadn't even been to these places. Brimstone Sands I've never been to. I've been to Great Cleave, and I've got a few more things to do there. I got a few more in Brightwood. But right now, I was over in Restless Shore. I got to come over to Reekwater. And I think that's pretty much it. Everfall. Property upkeep, trading fee. Let's do property upkeep. Because you can buy a house too. And then The way you decorate your house is how you get. Thanks for that.
Agony. The agony.
Agony.
Damn you, Gladys, you thief. You stole myself from me. You stole everything. I tried
Crazy
so
ass.
hard. So hard. Oh, and it takes so much effort to do things that are so minuscule. And yet I reach for the ocean. Like you did that day, La Lueur. In my mind, in my pain, sinking into both depths, down and down. Khadija, too kind I could not bring her. Yoshima, too weary I could not bring him. I am alone. I see that. Your glimmer in the deepness.
Don't I look cool in
Fished
my
and
armor?
fished and fished, and suddenly understood her secret.
What's cool is you can
Gladys,
buy
I will make her return what
an
she
armor
stole.
set, like a
My
skin,
brother.
and whatever armor you
cannot
get,
speak
it
his
always looks like that.
It hurts more than this damn leg. But I know. I learned her secret. Read my notes. Please. Finish what I cannot.
Catch a hooked squid and a carved catfish. Okay. We need salt water. You can find bait or you can make bait. If you're a master bait maker. Did I? Oh man, I goofed the camera up. Crap. I stretched my feet out too far. There we go. You're a master bait maker. There we go. I'm gonna fix that today. I swear to God I am. Alright, let's do this again. Now, I could be here for hours trying to catch just two specific kinds of fish. Oh, wow. First try. That damn hook squid will not be as easy. You watch. Oh, damn you, Scuba Steve. What do you know? They must have nerfed that shit. Okay, turn you off. Come here. We're gonna salvage the hook squid. Where the hell did it go? There it is. No, that's a sturgeon. It's a stingray. Fuck. That's a pike. Small sturgeon. Where the shit is it? Maybe it's not even up there. Maybe it's over here. Nope. It is down. They gotta be down there. Nope, there they are. I obtained ink. And then I got catfish whiskers. Come here. Sometimes that's just fun to do. There's way the heck over here. Yeah, I think there's a hot spot over here. I gotta catch a giant fish. Devil sea arch. Yeah, I could have ridden. I got it. Sometimes I gotta remember that, you know, I gotta run. I hope it hurt too. One of these days I'm gonna like do a whole stream about that. I'll read all the journal entries. That ought to be loads of that fun. Oh my God. Dude, you stink.
Well, sometimes you catch the fish, sometimes the fish catches you.
Okay, now I gotta talk to this guy.
I cannot believe the sight and the air. Oh, how fresh it is. But who are you? What was that? What has happened? The whole
Saw the fish,
time?
dude.
No, it was Gladys, wasn't it? Well, thank you for fishing me out. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Peles, the Fisher King. I serve King Arturius. Yes, you know her? When Gladys attacked, she bit off Perenel's leg. I assumed it would steal the soul from her. But you are saying she made it?
Yep, but she ain't
Of
well.
course not. Wounds caused by that fish will never heal. Believe me, I have seen it before. There is a way, but we must move quickly.
Of course.
Now is the time to cast with all your might, my dear savior, for Peronel. In the name of Arturius and his honor and glory. The
What are you fishing for?
offspring of Gladys. Devil monsters as she. Monstrous fish with the potential to become gargantuan. But within their gullets, the cure we need. So, go, quickly. These will be very, very big fish. Catch enough, and I can extract what I need for the tincture to aid my sister. Cast, now!
Catch fish with a weight of 30, greater than 30 pounds. Good. Googly moogly. Okay. This is salt water. Catch 5 of them, 30 pounds or heavier. Ooh, lost that dude. Nope. It's not that hotspot's not active anyway. Maybe it will become hot while I'm here. Ah. Christ, it's tiny. I got bigger chunks of corn in my crap. Wait a minute. It kind of looks like a baby. Let's do this. That is better. That is better. Sit up. Straighter too. I don't think I'm going to catch as big a fish I need, like just casting out into that hot spot, which is not active. So might as well stop trying. 12. God. I think I can come over here and go way back out there. This one ain't gonna be a big one, but I tell you, after the stream today, I've had enough. I'm gonna fix the cable over there to where I won't bump it with my feet anymore. 13 pounds, jeez. I even caught one that's good enough. A medium bluefish. 5,000 pounds of bluefish. £5,000 of bluefish. Chief, it's just bluefish. It's just a school of bluefish. Yeah. Oh, this looks like it might be a contender. It looks big. Nope. Just under. This isn't gonna be it. It's too easy. That's a flounder. It was. It didn't kill me. Flounders is an ugly fish. Yeah, this is going to take a while. It's not going to be as easy as the last one. 1 pound? For real? See if there's anything out there. It's deep. The deep, deep. The deep, deep. There we go. 67 pounds. That's my huckleberry. 4 more to go. This is going to be a very small one. 4 pounds. I mean, as fish go, 4 pounds is pretty impressive. Oh, anything big enough to clean and eat. This one might be a contender. It's not. Level 65, yay! I got 6 attribute points to spend. I'm done. Ooh, this looks like a treasure chest. It is a treasure chest. Oh boy. Kelp covered chest. Because, you know, if you're gonna get a chest, my face is a treasure chest. If you're gonna have a treasure chest, it should be covered in kelp. Just saying. Show my feet. You don't want to see my feet, dude. My feet are so fucked. It's just... 3 pounds. I got ugly feet. I've always had ugly feet. I don't get what people... The foot fetish, I don't get that at all. I'm not putting somebody's toe in my mouth. I'm not licking anybody's feet. I'm pretty open-minded, but when it comes to feet, I'll donate you $2 if you do. No. Your feet are gross looking. They're all scaly. $3. For how long?
Tick Tiao, Jig Tiao.
For a second. Give me a minute. You get paid in 11 hours. So you don't even have the money right now. Oh my God, I can't even believe I'm considering this. You know, Nutty, he won't show his feet for less than $50. Not no, Sam. No. It's a tier 3 sub to show for him to show his feet. You have to sub tier 3. I know. I'm just saying. But if it's just like a joke that. But yeah, he'll show people his feet on stream if you sub tier 3, which I think is hilarious. Oh, almost missed that one. I do wish, though, that... What is that? That Twitch would kind of take after YouTube. because for memberships on YouTube, you can dictate how much they cost. Just under 30 pounds. Like, I would do like a 99-cent or like $2 or something like, you know, really innocuous. That would be my lowest tier. And then 5 would be the highest. I wish Twitch would let you do that. Or come, you know, or have like a modified like subscription thing. But maybe you don't get like full, well, you know, I mean, seriously, you don't get really much for your $5. I mean, no ads. To me, a lot of times that's worth it. Because there's certain streamers that I like to watch that I don't want to be burdened by ads. Oh, this is another chest. Once I pull this in, I'm going to check to see if I'm a fishing expert now. About that. Oh, it's active. Sweetness. Ooh, this might be a big one. He's a fighter. He's a fighter. Come on, let's do it. Yes. 39 pounds. That's what I'm talking about. No, this one's not. Let me get my 5 fish. Oh yes, 72 pounds. Love it. I can't believe I'm pouring myself out for $3. Why do you want to see my... Okay, why do you want to see my feet, first of all? I mean, my wife is deeply in love with me, and she doesn't even want to see my feet. Wow. Somebody left there. I guess the foot talk was just too much. There we go. No, 23. God damn. I'm getting weight mixed up with length and girth. This island is girt by sea. Looks like a big one. There we go. Jesus Christ, look at that ugly bastard. All right, one more to go. Yeah, this is nothing. He's not fighting enough to be over 30 pounds. Although, well, he's only a 15-pounder. Halfway there. This might be the last one. Get ready with that $3. There we go. Damn, that's ugly. Okay, so let's go over here. K. K, 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 K. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
You return victorious, I am certain of it. I can smell those bug-eyed monsters and the foul evil that lurks in our hearts. I know that smell all too well.
Yeah, dude, you live in the
Marvelous!
fish.
You caught them all! I need but a scraping from their tongues. Keep the rest. You have earned them, each and every one.
Please
Now,
let there be the
please,
assemblies.
can you tell me where I might find Peronelle? Of course. She will never change. More stubborn than a catfish. Not once did she give up on finding me, even though it nearly destroyed her.
Damn it. Okay, let's go over here. It's not too bad. Okay, let's wait. Salvage. Medium bluefish, small halibut, medium salmon, olive, salvage the clam bait. Eight small schnappers. Schnipped. Damn fish. Six of them guys. Large salmon. Trout. Perch. That's good eating too. Perch are yummy. Two tadpoles. Sunfish. Damn. A small pike. Cod. Stingray. Halibut. Hake. use the flounder. Pike. Perch. Alpha, are you still with me? I ain't gonna show you my feed if you don't. Or I ought to do it and make you miss it. Sturgeon. Okay, so that's all the fish. Except for the ones that I can't do anything with. Look at all that. I can make me some fish. You two fuckers, come here. I guess Alpha's not there. No feet for you. Why the fuck would someone want to see someone else's feet? It's weird. Let this be the end of this.
I would make myself whole. And look! Peles is too! I have you to thank for both. You, our newest seeker of the questing bass. Well, by the sea's bounty, you hooked Gladys. That is a master fisher's feat. Make no mistake, we were victorious today, but she will strike again. With Peles' elixir and his presence, my pain is relieved.
Please
I still must sit in my chair, but it does not stop me from fishing, so I cannot complain. Before you came, I was about to give this all up. But it was your glimmer. As you cast, as you helped. And so I could not. Perronel Le Noir salutes you. My lueur.
Yay! Bluff. Storage. If you can do storage, always do storage. Let's keys. Okay, so it looks like I can put Monarch Bluff in my rear view mirror for now. Let's go kill some shit just for hogs. That's a big ass boar. I mean, it barely gives me anything, but something's better than nothing. Let's see. Can I use that one? No, I don't use that one, but I use this. For a second. What's this one? Arcane Eruption. Drag the head of the flail against the ground, causing an eruption of arcane energy in front of the player, dealing the hunt. Yes. What do I want to do? Sign up with Q. Let's see how that one does. Okay. Let's try it. So catch it. It's really not much of a challenge against these guys because I can pretty much one-shot them. Looks like there's some herbs over here. Herbs. Herbs come in handy. Knock this tree down. We're gonna cut this fucker. Cut down every tree I see. This really is a good place for logging. Need to go into one of the deep forests. That's a mature tree. I think I might need to upgrade some of my tools, my axe specifically. This red shit, nothing. The good thing is the trees will grow back. Here we go. Skin in. Get this hemp though. Makeshift this stuff. We all know what hemp is for. You also find certain fish bait when you harvest different plants. Yes, I think instead of going all the way back to town, yeah, let's see where we can go. Where we go? There's a couple. There's no. Quite a few in Cutlass Keys. No, it didn't get. And that's a. Let's go. I'm gonna go up here. There's a unactivated shrine. Go activate that. I need to go northeast. There it is. Yay! That's rough. Oh, there's an uncharted landmark just north of northwest. Still good jump. Turkey leg holler. There it is. Fishing spot. There's a bunch of unactivated ones. Cancel. Yeah, baby, herbs coming. Really, gotta have herbs to make food. And potions. Ooh. Sorry, my nose is itching. Get these, and then we'll go exploring all these unactivated shrines. When I played the first time, I didn't understand what the damn fast travel shrines were. I passed by so many and I didn't pay them any mind. There's some more herbs over here. Paprika. Oregano. Alright, so we're going to go to Monarch Bluff. Shrine right there. There's the unactivated shrine. see if we can get closer to it. Yep, we can. Yeah, see, these are the trees you need to be cut. And the good thing is, the trees will grow back. Unlike Minecraft, when you cut the trees, they are done. Done and done. To use them for something, I can't remember. I never used to have some. And unlike before, you can access your other storage sheds from different cities. You couldn't do that before. So that makes things way easier. Because if you left like a crucial ingredient to something, you'd have to travel all the way back to get it, and then travel all the way back to use it. Now you can pull stuff. Which, you know, like in real life, that would be, you know, things are, oh, I forgot this in this town, I gotta go back and get it. But I guess enough people bitched and moaned about it. Okay. Don't think I can mine that thing up there. But pretty sure I can't mine it. Oh, I can. Can't remember what this is used for, so. $65. He must be trying to get his logging score up. Salamanders now. Okay, so where is the shrine? Is just northwest of here. You got a stamp. F8, not F8. Activity card. bitch. I need that sheep. I went into one town and I took on a mission for sheep, and I probably couldn't find any, so now I've got to. As long as that little blue thing shows up around them, I still need them. There's some oil, which is why I stopped in the first place. There's some herbs. I should get my air bow out. Some oil around here. Where'd it go? Right over here. There it is. Come on, turkey. Where the fuck did that ore go? Where'd it go? Just activate the damn. Oh, there's some more right there. Ta-da! Looks like an iron vein. There we go. Yeah. There's another one up there. I'm not done exploring this area because there's that ore that I originally saw. Might be a wolf. That's a sheep. And the bummer is I don't remember what frickin' town it was in. So theoretically, every town I go in, I should check the mission board. I think that's all for the. Oh, there's a big old buck. But I'll kill you. Now I'm gonna swap out Sword. Yeah. One shot. Turkey over there now. There's a turkey over there. It's after 2, so I didn't get him the first time. I thought I did, but I didn't. He's still alive. Okay. I love a bow and arrow. They're so versatile. All right, so we want to go where there's only a progression. Purchase a home and someplace. Oh, okay, yeah. I have to buy a house at some point. My other account, I did buy a house, but I have it on this account yet. My other account took me so long to get to level 60. It's not even funny. Okay, here he is. Oh, I bet you I don't have my my costume anymore. Bet you it was a one shot and done kind of thing. But I need to open up these. Oh, okay. A little hat. I might keep that. That looks funny. Let's slow down a second there, G. Collected jelly beans. What does that do for me? Probably shouldn't eat them. All right. Straight out that way. Cool. All right. Suppose I'm going to hit the other. unknown points of... Yep, we've got an unknown point of interest. I don't have any more couples. That one. Let's cut this. Yeah, so I got a bunch of cutlass keys. Where do I want to go? So there's a fast travel right there. I'll go there. Looks like maybe we can cut across. Oh, yes. Respawn. And then this one respawn. I love it. Okay, let's over here. This. Like it. Let's get on the road. So, like I said, it's after 2 o'clock, so we're going to have to think about raiding out soon. Okay. So we want to head east. Now the few things about this game I don't like is that they have firearms. Damn. That's where I'm not looking for a shrine, I'm looking for a point of interest. Oh, jet. Almost. There we go. Dreadsaw's Den. Yeah. F1 to view it, and it just makes it run away. 2 steps. I don't really get what those things were all about, but shrine of fort nearby. Probably never fall. No, no. A tawny wolf. And then I'm going to have to probably start my writing quests again. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, you know what I need to do? Hang on. There we go. I turned off the preview window. Paying attention and got too close to him, but luckily he didn't come after me. Not that I can't take him, but who do you think you're? Oh, yeah, that's another player. I thought it was, yeah, derp. I'm an idiot. He's like, dude, leave me alone, will you? Potatoes. Okay, you can have that one, but I'm getting this one. I usually dislike fighting those things. But since I'm so high up, carrots. Carrot and potato. Carrot and potato. You find all kinds of cool shit on farms like this. It's not greedy, there's someone else in the area. It might need those for a quest. String beans! See, I told you found all kinds of cool shit in these farms. Like this asshole here. And this asshole right here. Those like to vomit on you. Okay. I really need a shrine of some sort. I think there's just the worst fucking things you've ever seen. That redhead that I ran into. Whoops. Must have aggroed that guy. Like, I'm gonna aggro the shit out of this dude. potatoes. I can kill that pig too. Just 'cause I can. Don't worry, he'll respawn. Oh, there's a cow. Too late, cow. Red meat and rawhide. Rawhide! I love coming back to areas that I struggled with and just massacre the shit out of. You know, the early on, you actually have to, you know, they put up a fight. Okay. We're gonna call Wolfie. Let's see. I think this is a count. I think this is a strong. No, this is a pack. Yeah. Yes. We're gonna tan some shit. Some shit. We're gonna make some coarse leather. Make anything else? Make 88 of those bad boys. And then I can make some rugged leather. Continue to make some layered leather. Let's cook some shit. Energizing travel rations. Lucky fish for that. Make some butter and some cheese. Let's do 21. And then I get a bonus for that. Some flour. Let's make 4. 5 out of it. No, just 4. Some pasta. You want to make some pasta? We're gonna make a lot of pasta. Why? Sausages. Want to make some sausages? Seasoning blend. We'll make all of it. That's good, right? Like an energizing light meal. And then I need to make some potions. 69, so now I can make Forest Legion dye. Legion dye. I can make some. Is this potions? Yeah. Common health potion. Some regen. Oh no, you know what I need to make? I need to make some I can't. I guess that's missing some more. I just need some more. Let's take a look at what we got. Should do something. Magnificent pants. Those magnificent fucking pants. I need to find out where I can get water from more. Yay. I need to make I told you that stuff I was collecting that. See, I told you. All right, I'm back. 45 would be like 20. Let's make all that stuff you collect, man, comes in handy. You know, I'm gonna make all of those too. All those little weird things that I pick up. Life Wisp 57. I can't remember what I use these for, but I need the skill to make more. And Water Wisp. 40 of those. 40 exactly. How about that? Oh, now I can make this shit. Which... Yeah. I can fall standing on it. Standing gain faction reputation. Gather. Let's do faction reputation. I'm part of the Marauders. Outfitting station. What can I make here? Shoes. Rugged boots. I can make a cut flawed sapphire. What does this do? Let's make jewel crafting. The loom. Linen. We'll make a lot of linen. There we go. Come on. Might as well make as much as we can. Then we can make sateen. And then that's all we can make. Street, and that's it. Read that. Oh, good. Okay, so let's find storage. There we go, right there. Boom. Yeah, because I'm getting up there. All right. Wow. Find the schmelter. Schmelter. follow one of these streets. Need to smelt some shit. That looks like the smelter right there. It is. What can we smelt? We can make some iron ingots. Oh, let's do that. All that good charcoal. Steel ingots. Charcoal again. Forge. What can we forge? What can I make? Hatchet. What in the hell is that? Inner piece? Spear or hammer? I would really like a flail. Can I make a flail? Probably not. Of them. Flute song. Looks like a rape. Dreadwing. Oh, that's one of those big ass swords. I like a spear. I guess I could click on it. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. Oh. Yeah, it looks like that's wow. Look at that. What spear am I using now? 72 versus 8. That's a nice. That's a nice one. So catch it. Solid that bad boy. I will keep that hat because it looks funny. I think I have a strong enough. The forge here can't forge that. There, the smelter can't do that because it's not high enough. Versus 527. Okay, so I can. That. Salvage that. Salvage this. Wish I had another green slot. 22 intelligence. Nice damage. Oh, that's a flail. This is can I smell? Ingot. Silver ingot. Strange or abnormal or unusual or bizarre or. Okay. I do think. Let's see what I can make from this shit. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna have to be where we leave it here, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Exit to the desktop. Okay, we're gonna go find someone to raid. We're gonna close out. It's gonna be it for me today. Let's find someone to raid. Same category. We're gonna raid somebody that's playing New World. Here we go. No, they speak French. All right, we're gonna have to put a filter in. see. Toxic. We're just going to go with the first one we find. Toxic Mushroom TV. I think he's a VTuber. Let's look. Yeah, he's a VTuber. VTubers bug me. I don't know why, they just do. He's got 9 viewers. Let's go pay him a visit, shall we? Okay, so we're gonna start this raid. I'm gonna turn the music back on. Okay, so don't go anywhere just yet. We're going to do the whole game over thing. It's no longer Halloween, so we don't have to worry about any of that shit. But yeah, you guys take care of yourselves. I will see you tomorrow for however long I can stream. It may not be a particularly long stream, but I will stream tomorrow. If I can't, if for something happens and I can't, we'll either do Wednesday or Friday to make up for it. But you're going to get 3 streams this week, I promise. All the after school activities are running us crazy this week. So just keep that in mind with the streams, that I'm not just like, to get out of doing them because I love you guys. I wouldn't do that. All right. You guys take care. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Don't go anywhere. We're going to raid. All right. Bye.